Okay, so today I've got something a little bit different for you. I've got a Pixelstick unboxing for you. And this just arrived this week and I'm really excited to start playing with it. This is a campaign that started back in October 2013 and I remember backing them back in 2013. So I'm really excited to see it here today with me. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I'll explain a little bit about what it does and what it can potentially do. I don't really understand entirely the point of unboxing videos most of the time, so I'll try and speed through this nice and quickly, and we'll see what we got. Check it out. Yeah, glad to see it came in a nice looking case. They, all throughout the process, they've been updating us via emails on exactly what's going on, so that's been really useful. So I can religiously looking through every single email, seeing exactly what the options were and getting feedback from us. Yeah, nice. It's very light, I can see. So this is the main controller and the main piece, I guess. The way this works is you put an SD card with your images in, and then it displays it along 200 RGB LED lights. A lot of pieces. Yeah, so what I was concerned with was really the quality of it. I'm going to be taking this into clubs actually. So when I first started doing club photography, one of the things that really got you excited is to do those long exposures where you really play with the lights. And from there it's only 2 steps away from doing actual light painting, so that's setting the shutter at 20 seconds, 30 seconds a minute, and being very creative with some light painting. So it's always been good fun, and if I can do that in a club, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet, but it should be amazing. So plastic everywhere. So this is my one of the emails that we got from the company was asking us which kind of diffusion we'd like along here. So this is this white column here, and it looks a pretty milky diffusion here, which suggests it's going to be a almost a seamless colour goes through. So the alternatives to make a very contrasty lit thing, so it's very precise and you can see the LEDs working away. Here we've got like a more natural, smoother effect, I think. Anyway, we'll see. I'll see what it looks like when it's lit up, but it certainly looks like a pretty diffused layer of diffusion there. And they are suggesting they're going to sell other diffusers as an accessory just to try things out. I remember when I read the email, I was like, I kind of want to try different things out to see what I like. And always disconnect the battery cable when not in use. It's a good idea. This takes about 8 AA batteries, I think, and they're saying that it lasts for days and days and days of shooting. So that's kind of cool. Anything I don't have to worry about batteries. It's always a positive. Yeah, I'm pleased it's come with a case. Oh look, this is a proper user guide. A proper user guide that's come with it. I'll show you the box while I'm here. So yeah, it looks pretty professional for something that's just a Kickstarter, really. It does seem to come from, well, it has the appearance of something that comes from a big company, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. So yeah, I'm going to do a proper review of this product later on, once I've built it all together. But yeah, I think for now, it's good fun now. I'm probably actually going to have to read it. I remember it is a more complicated product than a lot of products I get as accessories. Okay. Let me just take this out so I can show you what this looks like. Right, so here we have another layer of diffusion with the controller here. This version of the controller looks a lot nicer than the early versions, so hopefully it's nice and usable. But we'll see. Yeah. Right, SSD goes in there, I take it. This is the part where I get confused. Instructions are probably the way to go here. I don't really want to jam it in. Oh, hello. I'll try. I'll loosen this up. Now, once it's built, I am going to have to dismantle it every time, so hopefully it is usable. I'm just trying not to jam it too hard. There is a piece of metal which is kind of blocking my path, so maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it kind of feels like this is where it belongs. Yeah, so maybe I'm not going to force it because I am very keen to use this. And yeah, now this has popped out. Okay, fine, so that's not coming together just yet in this part of this video. But I'm going to figure out how to use it. And yeah, hopefully we're going to be putting it in clubs. And I've got a couple of suggestions on how we're going to remotely trigger it, because obviously I don't take an assistant with me on these shoots. So I can either remotely trigger my camera with a Pocket Wizard, or I could use a camera that's enabled with Wi-Fi. Then I can just use my iPhone and then trigger it that way. I think that might be a nice, neat solution, although the shot I had in mind, I'm going to be quite far away from the camera. So hopefully the Wi-Fi signal will be strong enough. But we'll see. But yeah, so far so good. I'm pretty happy with what it looks like. It's going to be pretty light when I pack everything in there. There's a lot of pieces to get my head around. More than I thought there'd be, actually. I don't know what this does yet. Probably obvious to some of you that have this, but yeah, I guess charging it, I don't know. So yeah, I'll leave it with you. But yes, be good to get this thing up and running and see what it is capable of. Okay, so I managed to put it together in the end. It wasn't too tricky once you actually get to fiddling with it. It's a nice solid connection. You've got two tightening thumb screws here on each side to take it apart. That cable, which I wasn't sure what it did, it's actually this is the battery pack with 8 AA batteries go in here, and then that cable takes us all the way up to this unit here. So this is the sort of brains of the operation. The orange button you see there is to trigger everything, and then the rest is just for the menu. In the side here, I've got an SD loaded up with 2 bitmaps. It doesn't take JPEGs or any other format. Bitmaps is what it needs, so that's a bit of a blast from the past, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to fire it off to see if it can work. Just a couple of things I omitted from the bit before was this is actually a Bitbanger Kickstarter campaign which started last year. Bitbanger Labs. Whoops. Bitbanger Labs started the Kickstarter. I don't think it's their first one, but certainly this is a pretty sexy one to be part of. So I'm glad I managed to get this before it was released. And yeah, it feels like a solid piece of equipment. It's actually built out of 100% aluminium, so it's very light but very solid and durable. And I'm hoping it's going to last me several years of light painting madness. So without further ado, I've set up a 5D camera. This is going to fire a shot of 10 seconds in length, so the shutter speed. So you know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but it basically means I've got 10 seconds of moving around this thing to get the exposure. I'm sure it won't work first time, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. I've got this on a timer. I'm going to select a file. Oh, that'd be interesting. Let's select my logo for a laugh. Let's see what that does. Okay, so now it's selected. Brightness 80%, speed 80%, countdown. Oh, that's fun. If I can just show you here. Countdown. Yeah, give me a 6-second countdown. I want to have. So I'm going to put a 6-second countdown. So I assume when I press the button, it's going to give me 6 seconds and then start the light. I don't know any more than that. 5. Okay, I'm clearly not ready for it. So now this is going to light up, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was crap. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do is do a test shot now. I've got this to fire on a timer. The shutter speed is set at 10 seconds. I'm not sure, that's probably, I don't know what the exposure will be like, but we'll try it. We've got a bit of fading light now, so maybe we might get lucky. I've turned the ISO down as well, just to start with. We're at ISO 200. Show you the details of that. There we go, there's the details. Okay, so what we've done here is set this on a 6-second timer. So then after 6 seconds, you see it starts firing. I've kind of messed up here and done it a little bit too soon. Oh, it looks nice in the camera. So hopefully we're going to be able to capture something. I've got it set displaying my logo, which looks odd to me. I didn't know my logo looked like that, but let's see what it looks like. So what I have to do is this goes off in 10 seconds and this goes off in 6. So let's go Bosch, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Okay, this is firing now. So in 2, 1, now, firing, firing, firing. It feels like I'm still firing, still firing. Still firing, that's... Wow, okay, so that's the first one. It was terrible. We'll probably cut that out. Let's have a look. Now what we're going to do is massively adjust that. Okay, so we can take it right down. I'm just going to put this over my shoulder. Okay, this is still working. Okay, right. What we're going to do is take it up the f-stop a bit because that was ridiculously bright. So f6.3, and we're also going to take this down to. Yeah, I can do it in 5 seconds. So now it's gonna go off. The camera's still going to go off in 10 seconds time once I press the button. Still going to off in 10 seconds time once I press the button, but once it's going to fire for 5 seconds at f6.3. That might give me a bit of chance. And this thing, I think I'm going to go slower because I was all over the place very quickly, but we'll see. Right, so let's give us a countdown of 10 seconds. Let's go, this one can fire now. So this is firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so it's not as easy as it looks, is it? That just seems like a big white mess of nothing, really. My logo doesn't look like that, normally. I'll tell you what I will do instead, though, because the rest of it's fairly decently exposed. I've got a bit of daylight in there. If I actually get some nice pattern, I think it would probably work nicely. So what I'm going to do is just set the f-stop up and tweak it a little bit up to 7.1. Same ISO, 5 seconds. And this time I'm going to fire off. Just an example shot, I think. So instead of select file, let's see if I try taking this out. So no SD card. Press any key to continue. I don't know what it's doing now. Rainbow demo. So in 6 seconds, it's going to fire me off a rainbow. I think that's probably more appealing. So let's see if I can make that work now. So we'll abandon my logo idea for now. Okay, let's get rid of that countdown. It's confusing me actually. So I'll go. Yeah. Right. As soon as I'm ready, I'm going to press fire and go for it with a rainbow demo. Here we go. So this is going to fire off in 10 seconds. And when that goes, I'm basically going to go for it. I can see my light flashing. Okay, here we go. So I've got 5 seconds of this, and I can go up in the air. That must be it. Yeah, wow, look at that. Okay, So that's, wow, okay, so that's very powerful. There's no, I really can't see the LEDs at all. I've just created a rainbow in my back garden, basically. I'm well chuffed with that. That's cool. It fired off for quite a long time. Let's see if I can do just a really big one that fills up the whole screen, and I think we'll call it a day. But yeah, that wasn't too tricky. Three attempts, and I got something out of it. I'll try and see if I can display my logo next time as well, just for a laugh. And yeah, we'll go from there. That's what it looks like on the back of my camera, untouched. Now let's try one more time. Rainbow, and I will do a bigger shot. Okay, 5 seconds. Yeah, as you can see, that's pretty cool. I'll obviously show you a better image when you see this video back. But that was pretty simple to use. The countdown was a little bit contrived because I'm thinking about the camera as well. Normally when I do a proper shoot like this, we're going to have someone on the camera and someone running that thing in a precise way and someone just supervising everything. So it'll be a bit more manpower. It does feel like something that does need a bit more attention. But yeah, it's good fun. Let's see what I can do in a club with it.